do you ride socially, and where do you ride in your area, let's say?
RevelatorAlf.
Or is it always kind of business riding? Let's say you went down to the local, I don't know, the bike night down at, every Thursday or whatever you said. Do you go there on a bike, or do you, go in your pickup truck, your Ford 250 or whatever they
normally, if it's a bike thing, I will ride a bike. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm roughy toughy anymore. You know what I mean? But it's a little embarrassing to show up, to be Russell Mitchell and show up at bike night in a car unless there's a bloody good excuse. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it being, under 60 degrees or something like that. But,
What's the matter with you? Look at you. What's the matter with you? But, over there, you got the suntan, you got the white teeth, and now it's 60 degrees.
I got a filter on this computer. I've got one of those things what the kids do with their Instagram. Or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You're lucky I switched off the Bambi Ive bit, But, I ride. I'm a busy man. I mean, I have I have a collection of ex-wives. I have a 5-year-old son. I have a 6-year-old daughter. I have a 20-year-old son, and I have a business that barely pays to support all of that nonsense. Yeah. So I work a lot. But thankfully, I like my work. And wise man once said, find a job you like, and you'll never work a day in your life. Blah blah blah. So I don't get a lot of time to ride. Sundays is my typical riding time. And as I said, I live 2 inches away from Mulholland Highway, which is great. The Rock Store, which I suspect a lot of your folks know about, is a mile from my house. So the big SoCal biker hangout is not quite viewable out my window, but it's almost. So it's there. We get down onto PCH. We go to Neptune's Net, and there's an endless array of gorgeous canyons to ride through. Yeah. Our ride through the canyon, pop out on the coast, hit Neptune's, have a beer, do it all, come back, hit the Rock Store. My favorite little cowboy restaurant called The Old Place is just here. And then there's the Sagebrush Cantina, who any, self-respecting or self-disrespecting biker that ever visits the Los Angeles area has to check out for Sunday afternoon fun. So we do that on a Sunday. I was holding an annual event every year in October at a place called Paramount Ranch, which was like a little movie set cowboy town on a park here in the Santa Monica Mountains. But we were slap dab in the middle of the Woolsey fire, and that burnt to the ground like most of my neighbors did. So that's been put on hold for a bit. But that was good because it forced me to get out on the weekends and figure out wherever the bikes were going to be and ride there and give out flyers and spread the word and go to Laughlin. And it really made me get out there and do the promotion. So it was a really good excuse to go out and ride, you know what I mean? Because, sometimes you get to the point of, I really got to finish this thing. I should just give it up and put in 6 hours on a Sunday so I'm ahead of it for the week. And, before you know it, you've done that and then you're dead. So it's nice to have some foot up the arse to make me get out there and ride, at least once a week, if not more. So there you go.
When you're out and about riding, let's say, whenever you do that, do you get, do you get recognized by, different generations of rider? 2, is there any kind of hassle? Or is it kind of, can we have a selfie? And it's kind of like selfie time. Or is it a lot cooler than that? Just like, no, that's Russ. That's our mate Russ. We don't talk to him. We don't talk to him because he's,
because he's English. We might nod if he accidentally catches my, No, there's never is and almost never has been any hassle. Ron Sims' son once tried to beat me up because he thought that I claimed that I brought the big tire craze to America, and he thought his dad did. And a couple of other blokes got in the middle, and I think we've kissed. Yeah. I mean, Ron Sims and I get on great, but for whatever reason, I think it was something to do with we'd both been drinking loads of beer in a strip club in Daytona, blah blah blah. But other than that. One or two small, unnecessary bar fights. It's always very, very lighthearted. A lot of the locals, they just know me because I'm out there almost every weekend. get the occasional, because the Rockstore is, you know, sort of a biker tourist location. Yeah. You do get folks like, oh man, we're in from Canada or wherever, you know, can we take a pic with you? What I get a lot of is, oh man, I grew up watching you on TV, which, you know, you don't like that, but you know, I get that almost 50%. Oh my God, man, can I take a picture with you? I grew up watching you on telly. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But, there you go. But you know,
as we would say, jog on.
Yeah. but you know what? Somebody once told me, you know, getting old sucks, but it's a lot better than the alternative.
Yeah. True. That's very true. Yeah.